Welcome everyone, and thanks for coming to the press conference for the New Beginning show taking place here at the Grange Leisure Centre Friday 10th of June. It's a great venue here. I've been to a few shows here over the years, and it's always a cracking venue, and I'm sure that we're going to sell it out on the night, and we'll raise the roof and have a cracking atmosphere. Headlining, we've got our own Kelly Morgan, who's hopefully having a massive year this year as she challenges for the WBC Female Silver Middleweight Championship over 10 2-minute rounds. Currently ranked number 6 in the world by the WBC after only 3 fights. She faces the very tough Gifty Ankara, who's currently ranked number 7. It's a really tough fight, but I heard she's training really well and the camp's going really well, so I hear she's ready. So we're looking forward to that as the main event. The chief support will be the undefeated ex-amateur star Ryan Martin, who faces Arudis Trisno. Ryan's obviously a bit frustrated, hasn't fought since October for a number of reasons, injury and show cancellations, and is anxious to get back in action, and he's got a 6-rounder against a really tough and durable opponent, so he's really hoping to impress on the night. Also featuring on the bill, we've got former white-collar boxer Ross the Boss Alexander. Some of you in the room may be aware of him. I've seen him fight quite a few times locally in white-collar shows, and he's an undefeated boxer, really tough guy. We've also got a couple of fighters from John Pittman's Fight Factory gym just down the road in Gloucester. We've got the undefeated Vidi Ennis Brown at 4-0, looking like an excellent prospect with a great future. I've seen him fight, he's a great talent, and he's got a big future ahead of him. We've also got the very experienced Andy Harris from the same gym, never in a dull fight, always entertaining. And finally we've got Des the Destroyer Newton making his debut from Plimpton, cracking potential. He's an former national amateur champion making his debut on the night. So we've got this small hall, 5 fights, 6 fights, sorry. So we've got a small hall venue, cracking atmosphere, hopefully to sell out on the night. So thanks again for coming everyone. I'm now going to pass you over to my brother Tony, who's going to introduce the boxers.
Yeah, good evening and welcome everyone. First up, if we can introduce the one and only Kelly Morgan. Round of applause, everyone. If anyone wants a photo, by all means, help yourself.
There.
There'll be an opportunity afterwards for photos with the boxers if anyone wants as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Next up, the one and only Ryan Martin. And for my guys at John Pittman's gym, Vidi Ennis Brown. It's a beautiful guy, isn't it?
Great picture.
Just where you want, eh?
Thank you. And finally, to join us on the table this evening, Andy Harris.
Just over a little bit. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Guys, obviously some of the opponents can't be here for obvious reasons. Kelly's in Ghana, etc. So these guys, fortunately, have given up their time to be here tonight. There will be chance for question and answers after we close this evening. I just want to say a few words just before we kick off with all that. One is, these shows are not able to be sort of going ahead without the support of our sponsors. We do have some of those in the room this evening. I'll mention a few. One of them, Tony Humphries and his wife, from A&D Construction over in the corner. Thank you. They're our main sponsors. We have To people that are not here this evening, I'll mention their names, but Sadiq from the Khyber, Cal Singh from Bad Boy Supplements, Shalene Madini from Emboss Superstore, the team at Domino's, and Carl Hutchins from Boss Construction. So appreciate all the support from all the sponsors. It really does help the show go together. We do have a special guest coming on the evening, who's close to us as a family. Back in the day, was part of our previous shows years ago, and it's great to announce that we've got Nick Blackwell coming on the evening, show his support, and obviously everyone knowing, or most people know, that recently fighting Eubank Jr. had an unfortunate end to his fight, and he's decided to retire from boxing. One of the things that he's actually decided to do is sign some memorabilia, bring it to the show. He wants to auction it off on the evening and donate that money to the actual individual nurses that helped him on the through his trauma, basically. So he literally wants to personally give them a personal check, personally, so they can go on holiday or something. He was just so gobsmacked with their support. So he'll be there on the evening. He'll do photos, autographs, whatever you want. Bring lots of money with you, because hopefully you'll buy something off him and help his personal charity. So other than that, I'm going to pass you back to Mark to continue, if that's okay.
Okay, as Tony mentioned earlier, all the fighters are available for one-to-ones afterwards for anybody who wants photos or wants to ask any questions or any interviews. Tickets are available for sale tonight. We have them. We have on the pool table. We've got loads of posters and flyers. Please feel free to put them up wherever you can. At this stage, we're going to open over to the floor for any questions and answers. We've got obviously the boxers on the tables here with us. We've got the trainers of both camps, John Pittman from Gloucester, Rich Farner from Swindon. So now if there's any questions from the floor, we'll pass the mic around. Do you need a mic?
Who's the question for?
Take the mic.
Kelly, just a quick one. What can you tell us about your opponent? What do you know about her?
I know that she's coming down from super middle. I know that she's a lot shorter than me, so I'm expecting her to speed up a wee bit with the loss of weight. And yeah, I know she's very durable. I've spoken to Nikki Adler, who didn't manage to stop her. She did retire. Gifty retired herself in the 9th round, but it wasn't a stoppage. And she said she's got a very hard head. So I'm expecting her to be durable, much like Zabados. I expect her to come to fight. And yeah, I've just got to use my reach and hopefully go to work.
I've got one for you, Ryan, as well. It was mentioned earlier, you've been out the ring since October. How do you think that's going to affect you when you get back in the ring?
It's funny, I was just speaking to Rich about this. When we fight in June, that'll be, I think, nearly 8 months since I've been in the ring. But the sparring we've been doing up and down the country, the training day in, day out, twice a day in the gym, I feel like I've gained, if anything. So I'm expecting to put on a good performance.
How is training going?
Yeah, it's going good, thank you. Yeah, as Rise just said, you know, we're all over the shop and training consistently, and we've been on it, well, since day one together, day in, day out, but certainly for this current fight since January. Obviously the initial showdown in March unfortunately didn't happen, so we had a very brief break to take ourselves off peak, and then we were straight back on it. Yeah, Rich doesn't give us 2 minutes, so he's at the back smiling. So yeah, no, we had a little bit of a break and then we were straight back in it. So it's been tough, it's been long, it's had its normal peaks and troughs, but like Ryan, I feel like I've gained, and I just want to show it on the night. So we're just up for hopefully putting on a really good show.
Being back here as well after beating Sylvia as well.
Yeah, it's great. You know, I've got real fond memories of this place. I now know the layout, which helps me visualization-wise. You know, I know what to expect. I know where I'm going and whatnot, and that really does help me an awful lot. So hopefully I'll be a bit more comfortable, a bit more settled. I know the crowd's going to be there, and I know it will be a cracking atmosphere in here because it is a small venue and it really packs out, and there's an awful lot of noise, and I love that. So yeah, let's just get amongst it and put on a fantastic boxing show.
Ryan, what are the targets for you for this year?
Sorry?
What are your targets this year?
Well, number one, get back in the ring, obviously with June, and we're just looking to stay busy, really. I mean, I know I've had a lot of time out of the ring, but I'm still keen as ever to get up with the top boys and start mixing with the big names as soon as possible. I know I'm young, but I feel like I'm there and I'm ready to do it. So that's the aim. I don't know about this year, but like I said, stay busy and we'll see what happens.
I've got a question for Kelly actually. I mean, this is a 10-rounder. Traditional male boxers will go for the 4, the 6, 8 rounders and get the stamina experience. How do you think you're going to cope with a 10-rounder, and how's your training having to adapt to that?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be good. I mean, I've already boxed the number of spars over 10 rounds with Michaela Lauren, who's the super welterweight world champion, and we go 10 rounds every time we spar. And obviously, in and out, day in, week out, I'm boxing 3-minute rounds. You know, sort of typically around 8 rounds with 30 seconds break. So I'm hoping the 2 minutes with a minute break, I should be well prepared for that. And yeah, should really be able to up my work rate in those 2 minutes, getting used to the 3-minute rounds. So yeah, no, I think it should be good.
Great, thank you. Any other questions?
2 lads on the end, how are they getting on? What they've been doing lately, training?
To Gloucester chaps, how's their training going?
Yeah, good. Training's going well. Been back in the ring last week up at York Hall. Didn't quite get the result I was after, but
Got robbed.
yeah. It's been good. You know, John keeps us busy training, works us hard, and leaving no stones unturned. I'm sure we'll both be putting on a great performance on June 10th.
Last time I fighted was in February. Won the international classic bout, challenge bout. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't fighted since then, so I'm itching to get back in the ring. And yeah, I'm gonna put on a show for you lot. But you want a question? Ask me what I want next. Ask that question.
Who do you want next?
I want Raheem Noble. Yeah, is it recorded? Raheem Noble, where you at, cuz? Like, come, put your Southern area bout on the line. Can we do this, innit? Yeah, we're both, like, top champions. Come, let's do this, innit, bro? You, like, don't call yourself a champion and you don't want to, like, you know what I mean, dodge, man. Come, let's do this, innit? Like, cool.
Okay, a bit confident. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm always going to ask the question. You know, what are you looking to do? Obviously, you're 4-0, and hopefully, you go 5-0. I mean, to go straight up, I think you're working your way slowly at the rankings. You think you're ready for Southern area, sort of straight after this next fight?
Ready, man, ready. Like, yeah, I'm 4-0. Got this next fight, what will put me on 5-0. And then obviously most people, they wait till like 10-0 and whatnot to be fighting for them titles. But bruv, like, I know I can do the biz, bruv. Like, Raheem's not on my level, bruv. He's not ready for me, bruv. And when you watch this Raheem, bruv, yo, pick up the phone, call Keith, let's do this. Like, come on, I'm ready, bruv. You get me? Overly confident.
Well, we know that you're managed by Keith Mayo, and he says great things about you, and I'm sure, as he does with most of his fighters, he'll sort that out for you.
Now, there's no problem why it shouldn't get like organised, bruv. Like, we're both big ticket sales. Like, I know whether we have it in Gloucester or in London, wherever we have it, bruv, it's gonna sell out. So, like, good wins, he's about money and he's a numbers man. So right now, speaking numbers, bruv, I'm speaking numbers to you, bruv. Like, let's do this, bruv. Like, I want this fight, bruv. And Raheem, he's not ready, bruv. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Yeah, any other questions?
Rich Farnan. Any questions, Mr. Farnan?
Man never short of words.
I know what's going on. They're in both great shape. Could be better.
John, do you want to add anything?
Not really.
Okay.
No. Just
Thank you.
that, for those of you what saw with his last fight in Gloucester, he made really easy work of a foreign guy. I watched the same guy fight in London against a decent top London lad at the weekend, and the kid gave all sorts of problems to it, and really made it look like he shouldn't even have been in the ring with him. So.
You get me? And I'm not getting my ratings for what I do, like, you know what I mean? So right now I want my shot, innit? And Raheem and his managers and whatever team they're doing, bro, yeah, like, they're dodging, man. Like, so to give man the chance, get me to show what I can do. And obviously they're not scared. I'm not saying you're scared, Raheem, but if you're not scared, then pick up the phone, bro, innit? Let's do this, you know what I mean? And I'm finished now, sorry, now. You carry on now.
Thanks, Philip.
Okay, well, I think that's about it. So all the boxes are available for one-to-ones. For any of the press or anybody wants to ask them questions or have any photos with them, as I said, posters and flyers on the table. Feel free to help yourself if you can put them up anywhere. And we've got ticket for sales. The boxer's got tickets for sales. Please come see us if you need anything else. Okay, thanks everyone once again for coming. Oh, hold on. Oh, boxing, I love it. Go on, John.
I just want to wish all the boxers, the fights from Gloucester and
Thank you, John.
Yeah, very well said.
I'd like to congratulate you guys on putting this show on, like, and bringing professionals into a bit more of it into Swindon, because Swindon's famous for free beer. Boxing, weed.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. We know you're one of these sort of true grassroots supporters of boxing, and people like you keep it going, and hopefully we can continue what Keith's built over the years and just keep taking it on to the next level. So thanks for your support, guys. So I think that about rounds it up. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much for your time. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming.